Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is the Journeyman, and of course it is Genk. And today in episode 30 we have the Belgium Cup final. We've got Club Bruges and we have a chance to win our first piece of silverware in charge of Genk. It hasn't been the greatest of time of late, but we do have to talk about a tactical change that I've made, a tactical change that we will be definitely going with for this game against Club Bruges. On top of that, we also need to look at a bit of hindsight. I haven't played FM at all until today. It's 9:40 at night. This is actually one of the very few games that you will see that I'm filming off stream. I just couldn't wait any longer. In terms of the context of that, worked all day. Sister, who doesn't live with me, has come over for dinner. A-League All-Stars played Barcelona. I've watched that. I've now just gone live to film this episode so I know what happens, so I can go to bed without wondering if I win the Belgium Cup or not. With that being said as well, hindsight in terms of what we have achieved this year. We've brought in barely any of our own players. The only players that we have brought in, if we have a look at the transfer history and we go by players, is Joel Decker, Odeneka, Katanach and Franca. Katanach injured for 3 months as well, so you can't really factor that in. Frank is a backup midfielder who does start a little bit more in this tactic. Joel Deck has been the leading light without the abilities of Papa Paulie, who has not been particularly good. He's been quite good, but obviously the star of the show for us in terms of actually being one of the players that we brought in is Odeneka. With that being said and done as well, I do believe that with our own signings in terms of, fullbacks that are a bit more our type of fullbacks, or if we look to change the system or something like that, we've got some options and flexibility, and I have a full year of scouting, and obviously we can get a bit more of the deadwood out as well. Since we last met, obviously you guys know I went on this absolutely barren run of games. I turned on Football Manager this morning before I went to work. I won my World Cup qualifier against Vietnam, lost to Mexico before I decided to make a tactical change. Last night going to bed, I was a bit enraged. I spent an hour watching tactical videos of what I do on YouTube. I do that in my own time anyway. As well, I've been using the diamond for ages and, all sorts of stuff. And then out of nowhere, I've gone, you know what, I'm making a change. I have not used diamond this year because I tried it in the beta, and I did try it in my first save with Palermo and the diamond, the 4-2-3-1. It has not worked. As of late, if you look at the FM tactical screen, apparently it's making a comeback. I've gone to it, and we have played 2 games in the 4-2-3-1. First one versus Antwerp, and we absolutely dominated. I'm also using an advanced playmaker as one of the 2 in the middle. I have not used an advanced playmaker, I reckon, in the middle of a 2 since like FM18, I reckon. It's not a role that I usually use. Usually go with Mazzala, a centre mid on attack, etc. But, in the 4-2-3-1, it's just your traditional get the ball, move it quick. How aggressive can you be? I'm tempted to move it to positive from attacking as well. I just feel like attacking leaves us a bit open. I've still obviously not sold on it. It's only been 2 games, but we've obviously gone and done well. As you can see there, even Katanach getting a goal, which has been fantastic. We do concede one late there. And then against Shah or Leo, or however you pronounce their name, we did win 3-0. A bit of a change. Papa Paul actually played quite well up top. Definitely just a target man. We played with a target man specifically for him. But look at the match ratings and everything there. It looks absolutely sublime. Now, in terms of the roles that I'm playing with, there you are if you want to pause the screen. I have it on attacking for now. I do think changing it to positive may be a little bit better for us. The reason why I have it on attack is I have gone with that extremely high tempo, which seems to be working on a lot of the tactical videos that I've watched. So I've implemented that. If I was going to go to positive, I'd lower that just a touch just to keep a bit more possession, but that's okay. Big takeaways from this is we're still playing a shadow striker. Franca can play it. He looks fantastic in either or. I just think as a shadow striker, he's got the physicality, he's got the off the ball, the passing ability, the technique, and he's got dribbling with first touch. Yeah, he could probably be a little bit better with his finishing, but in terms of everything else, I don't think he's that bad. I'm actually going to get him working now on his final third, try and get that composure up as well, just to improve that a little bit. And it allows me to use Owen, who is absolutely an inside forward on attack. He plays well in the shadow striker, but look at him as an inside forward. Dribbling, finishing, first touch, decent composure, flair, decision-making, and just physicals. The kid's obviously quite good, the 21-year-old. Just play him in his best role. Allows me to put Guyan up top. Joel Decker obviously can play either or, and as an inside forward, obviously super-duper quick and can do a job. And I think we will look really, really good. Allows me to use Odeneka as a box-to-box, which he fits, and the advanced playmaking ability of a very big playmaker as well. And then Sadalek, I've just taken off ball playing defender to a centre-back, and it seemed to be a lot better this morning. So it'll be interesting to see how we go here today. Danny Munoz making the bench, then Jerklod's obviously been injured, so I'm going to get him off as well. But in terms of your team, that is your side. We do have Artega not 100% fit, but hopefully we just play well enough and see how we go. Now, with this team here for the Cup Finals, Van der Voort, Penna's been in better form than Munoz, so Penna will play. Sada, Katanec, and Artega with the injury. Christian playing as the advanced playmaker with Odenanka, Joel Decker, Franca, Owen, and Guyan up top. You've got Papapoli on the bench. You've got a couple of the youngsters on the bench. You've got Patrick on the bench. If the system plays well, and I don't know if this is going to be something we go with next year or we go back to the Diamond. If the system plays well, this might be something that I'll look to build on because I haven't used the 4-2-3-1 in any of my stream saves I've done. 1860 for people who watch that, or if you haven't, we won the Champions League in a youth-only challenge, and we played 4-4-2 specifically for most of that save. Palermo switched between the Diamond and the 4-4-2, and in the end settled on the Diamond. And in Portugal, my Portuguese saver used the Diamond from minute 1 to the end of that save. So I haven't really played a 4-2-3-1. So I'm a little bit sceptical from what I've read about them patching it with Gegenpress meant to be patched. But as you can tell, this late in FM, it hasn't really been fixed, the Gegenpressing sort of stuff. But it seems like 4-2-3-1 has been really hard to get going. But it seems like now we finally have got it. Or we are trying to get a system that may work. Just seems to complement us, and a lot of our younger prospects are wingers. Throw in here for Sandra, first one as well, first highlight of the game. Now, they do say extended highlights is better to play on than key as well from like all the forum stuff. You know, I've had a couple of slow days at work, so I just read the FM forums while I'm there as well. They're saying like key, you get a few more FMings when extended's a bit better. A lot of people playing on comprehensive seems to work really well for the game to be a true reflection. But yeah, as that one's put well wide. Not going to put you on extended here for the Belgian Cup Final, but something I may do in the future. Christian, back stick, finds its way there to Owen, flicked in, and we lead 1-0 from a set piece. It's not particularly brilliant, but I do not care at all. We lead 1-0 in the Cup Final from a set piece, and in the end, that has gone from Christian, who's floated one a little bit deeper than what I would like. It's hit, I think, Ritz and full to Owen, and in the end, it's been credited as a Christian assist from the corner. Definitely shouldn't be. But as it stands, we lead 1-0 in the Cup Final, which is perfect. And as you can see, 55% possession, starting to get a bit more on the ball. We're a bit more heavy on the press than, say, the 4-3-3 that we built at Adelaide United. So, yeah, there's part of me that maybe wants to play with a false 9 up front, but don't think we have that type of player yet as well. I just think that would help get the inside forwards and the shadow striker beyond. Sadek with the ball in Katanec, and this is where in this highlight you can see, I think, that positive would work, but attacking still was fine for us to move the ball around. Frank has been outrageous in this system as the shadow striker, and unfortunately puts one wide. Great ball movement, great bit of work from side to side. Unfortunately, still only 1-0. And there we are, both centre-backs on a booking, which I do not like either. And Artega is pretty dead as well. This is my only issue. I don't really have a left-back. That's my problem. Don't want to really put Cavis out there as a left back either. Oh, this is tough. Going to put Munoz in there. Munoz to that side. I'm actually going to get Penna as an inverted winger. Inverted wing back and just get him to move inside. And we'll do a little bit of that. We have got the 1-0 lead, which is fine. I might move us to positive as well. I'm still trying out this system, which obviously doing it late in the season, I hate changing systems late in the season. But positive may help us keep the ball a little bit better here as well. And that might be something that we maybe look towards. Highlight here for Mata. Been slightly the better side. We've been good. Now, we obviously played Genk in the 4-3-3, and we had a few chances that day, not much of the ball, and in the end, draw 0-0. As Owen looks to foul his man and couldn't even do it. And Bamba now, with a chance to whip. Picked off by Owen, Christian, Penna. Don't understand that one. He's got an easy pass in front of him, just down the channel into, I think it was Franca, and he just thumped it long and given him back the ball. It's not what you want. Aguard with a ball in there to Ritz. Skov Olsen. Great ball there to Mata. Numbers queuing. This is problematic. Good cart. Good header. Well, it's not really actually. A bit looping over the top of Van der Voort, and that will still be 0-1 for us to get. I was going to say 0-0 if you can't tell. Christian, set piece, front stick. Katanach doesn't win. As the voice attempts to go on me. Katanach looking dead. Penna dead. Might look to maybe make a couple of changes. Katanach again. Great ball. Owen with the header straight at Mingule. Don't know why he's not taken that on the chest and gone, but good movement in the end. Do not know why Owen has decided to do that. It was in one-on-one. All he had to do was take it on the chest and then go and finish. In the end, he decided against it. Joel Decker on a 6.3 as well. Fina on a 6.4. So no one particularly having a great game out there. Long over the top looking for Afina. Finds him. Big moment. And what a finish. Felix Afina Guyan with the finish. We're 2-0 up. For all the good play that we've had, the highlights that we scored from is a corner that hit a defender and fell to us. And Van der Voort going long. I'll take it. Don't get me wrong. It's a great finish too. One touch and just see you later into the top bin past Mingule. But yeah, not exactly how I would have liked this one to go in terms of what the highlights are seen. Patrick's going to go into there and I'm going to get Christian and Paddy to switch around. That's fine. And a lot of people looking dead here. At least Guyan isn't too dead. So we'll go like that. And I'm actually going to get Papapoli on up top as a target man. He seems to play pretty well in the target man role there, Papapoli. He doesn't hold up the play and plays quite well. I'm a bit worried about Decker's performance as an inside forward because I haven't really come too well just of yet from what I've seen. But I'm guessing that might take him time just to get accustomed to it. And he wins the ball back here, which is fine, and then loses out. Still with him though, but Manoz ignores. And Manoz going on a run, cuts one, Papapoli straight at Mingule. For a guy that gets in the right areas, he just doesn't do enough for me. And it's gone long. Manoz wins. Joel Decker turns. Keeps it. Perfect. Gets it again. He can beat a man. Decides against it. He now goes down the line again a third time. And gets on it a third time now, Decker. We keep it again. Decker now again. Ball in. Papapoli. There you go. You slayed him for not getting in the right areas. And then this time we whip it from deep. And Papapoli scores. And that's 3-0. I'm just telling you, everybody. I think the 4-2-3-1 has some potential. It's good football. On positive, it looks pretty good as well. Manoz one touch, early cross, Papapoli, great arcing run, great finish. Target man maybe could be something we're looking forward to as well. And there we are. Time ticks away. We have won the Belgium Cup here in our first season as well. 2.71 XG. Is there one last highlight for this game, FM? There is. And it's Van der Voort. And look how small where Penn is sitting as well in build-up. It's just so inside in the inverted. But that's fine. Manoz, Decker, good touch. Odenanka, Papapoli dropping in. Afina now. Great bullying for Christian. Just didn't find his feet. If he did, we were through again. In the end, it might be Club Bruges to spoil our clean sheet. And it is, isn't it? Badgie's in here. Van der Voort stands him up. And what a save from Van der Voort. He's had a pretty good year, our keeper. And he's just made another worldy save to keep the clean sheet in the cup final. And I think... Oh, maybe not. I was about to say I think it's going to be a clean sheet, but Van der Voort had to get there again. Another great save from our keeper. But I do know now that it is a clean sheet and we have won the Belgium Cup. There we are in our first season. We have a piece of silverware. The Belgium Cup. Awesome. Tick that one off. It's good for our reputation as well. Our growing list of trophy cabinets or achievements, however you want to call it, milestones that we've had in the save. It grows. Top of the Asian Cup and a couple of Champions League minor premierships and obviously final series wins. This is our 5th trophy I think we've won now. Quote me if I'm wrong. And it's the Belgium Cup. And we're definitely in the fight still for the league title. Hopefully in this 4-2-3-1 system we can go on a bit of a run here in the big games left and see how we go as well. And see if we can win the league. But look, played so well. 55% possession, 21 shots, 12 on target, 90% pass completion, 55% possession. Maybe it's a time that Papapoli plays as a target man and we go with the target man and use Joel Decker maybe off the bench. Just don't know how the inverted winger for Decker. Definitely feel he's more of an inside forward. I do think there will become a world where he will become really good out there. I just don't know how good he will become in that winger role, but that's fine. Congratulations, lads. It's all well and good. We won't worry about that too much. Like Owen looks fantastic every time he walks out there as an inside forward on the other side. Might just be a thing that Decker's not used to the system, but that's fine. let me know what you would do, YouTube. Now, the episodes are probably about 3 days behind when it's been streamed or recorded in this case. But would you go with the target man here? Maybe get Guyan out there on the left-hand side and maybe look to get Owen on the other side as well. Even though for me, I think Owen is definitely more of the inside forward on the right. Would you maybe be looking to train someone else out there for Decker and use Decker off the bench? For me, I think Papa Paul is a pretty good bench option. You know, target man on attack, does play it really well, as you can see there. Maybe we've been a bit harsh on him. Maybe if he plays as a target man a bit more often, then yeah, he might be okay. Just feel like he doesn't run into the channels much and doesn't present too much, but it wasn't too bad. But look, it's a brand new system. They're learning it. I do think on attacking it works really well. I do think on positive it could work even better. We saw their second half on positive. It did look pretty good. But I think at the minute, I'm going to leave it as it is like that. I think the advanced playmaker and the box-to-box to supplement each other. I know people might be thinking, what are you doing in terms of player stuff, player roles? Just a bit stay wider, not much being changed there. And I'm not doing much with any of them as well, which is perfectly fine. Just kind of letting it flow, getting it back to a little bit of the basics, get it away from the diamond, supplement the young players that we have coming through, which are mainly wingers, and hopefully then find some form and we can go on a bit of a run and go and win the league. Next time we see each other, I would love to say it's going to be for Standard, the home game, but I've got Genk at home, I've got Standard at home. And the main reason why I don't think it's going to be those ones there is I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Missing a game there. Should be 6 games left of the season here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Anderlecht at home wasn't showing up. The only reason why I might not be Standard is I do like playing a game or two before going to work in the morning. Usually I make sure it's like the games that don't mean nothing, you know, typical league game. But this late in the season, I've obviously gone on late and we have, we have played the cup final. It's all I wanted to play. It may be me showing some restraint and not playing any FM tomorrow morning before work. And we actually just come back and do a YouTube episode of Anderlecht and Standard. And we go 3-game episode. I think that's what we are going to do, is a super duper run in starting from tomorrow night. We're going to do a 3-game episode and do... No, we're going to go a double episode of Standard and Anderlecht next time out. And the Genk game we will have as just a recap. And then we'll go Genk, Standard and Anderlecht in the episode after that, the 2 away games and the home game on the final day against Anderlecht, to see if it comes down to final day drama or not. I think that's going to be the plan, or something along the lines of where we'll do Standard Anderlecht and recap the Genk game, and then we'll do Genk and Standard, and then Anderlecht as a final day special that goes to that. We'll do something like that, YouTube. But I will give you every one of these games in some capacity. But till then, from Damo and everybody else here at the Journeyman, I will see you next time. We have the German Cup. We have the Belgium Cup in our midst. Will we have the Belgian League as well? Or will we rue a very poor March and that whole month where we did not win a game be the reason why we are not going to be Belgium League champions?